Hey guys, welcome. Today is very exciting because we went on a book shopping spree, and oh my god, in this massive box is all the books I bought. It's filled to the very top. Oh my god, that's heavy, but we're gonna get into them and I'm gonna show you all the books I bought. Majority of these are romance books, and a lot of them are also like by the same author or like part of a series. So there's not that much variety in here, but there is a lot of books. I don't even know where to start. Hold on, they still have the price on them. I'm gonna rip off the price tags, the price stickers. Bear with me. Bear with me. Bear with me. I would say that this haul is about over $500 worth of books. For an Australian. Like, I live in Australia. Books are very expensive. I think there's 22 books in here, in this box. Yeah. Don't ask me how my bank account's going, because it's not. Okay. The first books that are part of this haul is the whole... Is this a Lightlark series? I don't know if the series has a name for it, but it's Lightlark, Nightbane and Skyshade by Alex Astor. And I bought these in hardcover because I think the hardcover is pretty and I think it's cool to put on your shelf and have the hardcovers. There's nothing special about them, but I just preferred it. But I bought these because my friend really recommended Lightlark to me. And I've also just heard a lot about this series in general on TikTok, as well as I see the author come on my For You page all the time, and she looks like such a cool person, so I wanted to buy her books to see what she's all about. I'm excited to read these ones and put them on my shelf somewhere. Funnily enough, they are not, I mean, I don't consider them romance. They might have some subplot of romance, but they are young adult books, and I think they're on the dystopian or fantasy side. I'm not quite sure, to be honest. If you'd consider it dystopian or fantasy, let me know. I'll find out when I read them. I'm not too fussed. The next book is When in Rome by Sarah Adams. This one, of course, is a romance, and I've just been wanting to read this for so long. And I saw it and I thought, why not buy it so I can actually get to it? Because if I never buy it, I'll forget about it and never read it, ever. So there's that one. I don't know what else to say about this other than it just seems like a cute, fun read, which is why I bought that one. Alright, let's move on to these books. These books, they are unfortunately not mine. They are for my friend. They are a present. I don't have words. Magnolia Parks. Wait. I don't even want to open this because it's not for me. But I was gonna buy them for me, like another set for me. I don't love Magnolia Parks. I've only read the first two books. I've read Magnolia Parks and Daisy Hates, and I'm not very into the series, so I feel like there's no point in me buying it if I'm not obsessed. However, my friend is obsessed, so I bought it for her, but it was so tempting not to, even though I don't care for the series that much at the moment. It was so tempting for me because I wanted to buy them just because of how pretty they are. Like, this is insane. This is The Long Way Home. I don't want to open it because, like I said, it's not mine. I'm too scared. They're too pretty. Into the Dark. I'm wondering if Jessa Hastings is gonna release these. She probably will release the Daisy Hates ones. If she does, I think that's when I'll invest and actually buy them. And hopefully by then as well, I would have read the whole series because I've only read 2. So it would be pretty silly if I bought them. But yeah, they're so pretty. They're so pretty. I need to put them down because I will change my mind and keep them for myself. Sorry, Bronte. Next up, we have the last 2 books of the Prison Healer trilogy. I do have the first one already. Have I read it? No. Should I have bought the next 2 if I haven't read the first one? No, but here we are. I just have a feeling I'm gonna like this series. So I have faith in my gut and my intuition, and I bought them anyway. Let's hope I like them now, but it just seems right up my alley because it's a little young adult. I want to say dystopian, maybe fantasy. Again, don't know. I have a bad habit of buying books that I have no idea what they're about. I just like the cover or the sound of them. Also, with these books, I have read Lynette Noni before. I read her Whisper and Weapon duology, and I've ever since reading that book wanted to read more of her books. So I'm excited to get into these ones. She does have a whole other series, but it's very long, I'm pretty sure. So I reckon this is my next best option if I want to get into more of Lynette's books. So I cannot wait to read more of her writing. Next up we have, I think, a duology so far. I don't know if any more are coming out. But we have Say You Swear by Megan Brandy and Promise Me Not. I bought these purely because people are saying that it's similar to Boys of Tommen, and I need to fill that Boys of Tommen hole in my heart. It's got the rugby romance, and I'm pretty sure it's devastatingly sad. So I'm praying that it fills that void, but at the same time I'm really scared that I'll go into this and just compare it constantly and hate it because it's just not the same, you know? But wish me luck for these two. I'm excited. And then I got something different. I got the Nighting Gale by Kristen Hanna. I'm excited for this one because it's more of a general literary fiction rather than a romance from what I have heard. And I'm excited to get into something different. I've heard great things, so my expectations are a little bit high. I'm scared that because of that, I might be disappointed, but a lot of my favorite booktubers and BookTokers have highly praised this book, so I can't wait to read this one. But it's not my usual book that I would buy, so we'll see. The next one I got is Nothing Like the Movies by Lynn Painter. This is way long overdue. I've been waiting to buy this book. I've been too scared to buy this book, and that's why it's taken me so long, because I'm not ready to feel upset. I'm not ready to be sad. I like Better Than the Movies on its own. I don't even want to know what happens in here almost, but of course I have to read it. It's Lynn Painter. It's Wes and Liz. I have to. I'm just terrified. I really am. If you can hear that outside, I don't know who's chainsawing what, but something is really loud outside. Sorry, I apologize. I can't help it. Next thing I bought was Abby Jimenez. I think that's how you say her last name. I'm not quite sure. Yours Truly, Part of Your World, because I have Just for the Summer and I was about to read it, but I heard that you need to read these two first before you read Just for the Summer. So I've been putting off Just for the Summer, waiting for me to buy these two. And I was so close to just reading Just for the Summer without reading these two, but now I have them in my hands. So I'm going to read these first. I'm so happy I bought them, so now I can finally see what Abby Jimenez is all about and what her writing is like, and I have a feeling I'm going to love her. So I'm excited. I can't wait. All I'm saying in this video is I'm excited, but like all of these books I feel like have been long overdue for me to buy. And now that I've bought them, I'm so happy, and I just can't wait to get right into them and finally read books that I've been wanting to read, because I've just been trying to get through whatever's left over on my shelf because I was on a book buying ban and now I'm not. It feels good. Anyways, the next book I have is a novel love story by Ashley Poston. I've read The 7 Year Slip and I loved it. I gave it 4.5 stars. I loved her writing. I loved the story. So I really want to get into more of her books. And this one sounds so interesting. I think the main character wakes up in her favorite book, the universe of her favorite book, and I think falls in love with the love interest from her favorite book. I'm pretty sure. So this sounds like heaven. This sounds like something that I want to happen to me. But yeah, this one just seems like a different type of story, and same with 7 Year Slip. It was just a different type of romance read where I don't know, I feel like when I read a lot of romance at once, they all start blending and they're the same story over and over again. Whereas I feel like Ashley Poston does it well in the sense that there's some sort of magic realism to it that makes you that little bit more invested and separates it from the rest of them. So I'm excited. I need to stop saying that. I can't wait. I don't have any other synonyms. Sorry. These next ones are a bit different for me as well. I want to say Assistant to the Villain and Apprentice to the Villain. I think these are considered fantasy books. If you don't know me, I read a lot of romance, which is why most of my books are romance. Or if it's not romance, it's thrillers. I am not a big fantasy girl. But these were in the fantasy section. I don't know if they're fantasy or like young adult, but they're in the fantasy section and they sound really good. I read like the first sentence of the blurb and I was like, I need this. Sorry, I need it. And of course, if I buy the first one, I have to buy the next one because I'm crazy like that and I don't wait. I don't give myself a chance to read the first one because I could actually hate the first one and then I'm stuck with the rest of the series. But I don't know why, that's just how I do it. It's a really bad habit that I need to break. And I also love the covers of these. They're so creative. And the back, so nice. They're reminding me a little bit of the Inheritance Games covers, which I also love. And I'm hoping that the book gives a little bit of a similar vibe, but I can't base that just on the covers being similar, which is very silly. But yeah, those are those two that I bought. I think I only have 3 more and they're all kind of in the same little group as well. So let me grab those. Okay, yeah, these are the last 3. I purely bought these books because I think the covers are pretty. And it is, of course, Laurie Gilmore's books. The Pumpkin Spice Cafe, Cinnamon Bun Bookstore, and The Christmas Tree Farm. I'm especially excited for this one because it's almost Christmas. It's going to get me in the festive feels. It's almost December and I cannot wait. But yeah, I could also chuck these in because it's not fall where I live. It's not autumn where I live. Sorry, we say autumn, not fall. But it's still a vibe. Right before the Christmas season, reading like the autumn, fall vibey books is still a thing in my mind. It's how I want to live, even though it's hot outside and definitely not autumn and cold. I still want to read these during this time. Don't know if I'll actually get to them this year, maybe next year. Maybe in Australia's real autumn next year, but I might save it just next year in October. We'll see. I can't really plan my TBR because I'm a mood reader. I just read whatever I feel like. But I'm especially excited for the Christmas Tree Farm. I don't know what they're about. I know they're romances in some sort of sense. I just like the covers. I love the covers so much. I think they are the cutest ever. Probably my favorite covers on my shelf now. I don't get how you can look at this and not want to buy it, even if you don't care for them. They're so pretty. Anyways, that's my book haul done. Now I have so much books and not like many space at all to put them, but I'll figure it out. But yeah, oh my god, wait, nah, I can't carry all of them. This is one pile. When you put them together like this, it actually seems like a lot. Here's the other pile. This is stacked really badly. But anyways, thank you guys for watching this book haul. It was very short, very sweet. Sabrina Carpenter. Very short and sweet. Thank you for watching.